Hello and welcome to Santa Clara, California. We're here at the New England Patriots media availability on Thursday, the kind of final time we hear from the team before they play in Super Bowl 60. My name is Shane Brennan. I'm here with Skye, Pank. This is a collab-ish because obviously we're here with the Irish NFL show. We also sporadically do Pat's Pass together. You, of course, with your own profile, The Sky's the Limit, but I've been very much focused on the New England Patriots this year. You're basically a de facto Pat's beat reporter this week, I feel.
Oh, mate, that's too kind.
Well, that's the way you've been acting.
Yeah,
you've been at all three of the press availabilities. You're focusing way more on them on Monday night. So I think this is a good time. You know, Kieran and Ben managed to talk about Seahawks yesterday, so we're going to talk about the Pats today, and it's about the mood we're getting here. But so I guess the first thing to ask is fun week.
Yeah, it's been good, and I think, like you said about the team, I think they seem more relaxed, and I think that's the same for most people, right? We've all done a long flight to get to the West Coast, whether it's 6 hours from Boston or 11 from the UK and Ireland.
I underestimate every time I speak to somebody coming over from like New Jersey or Florida. It's like how long it takes.
Same distance for them to come
from the East Coast
to us.
Like,
and then,
I keep forgetting. Somebody said like the distance between Chicago and Seattle is the distance between Paris and Baghdad. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's only Chicago. It's not even the East Coast. It's how big of a journey that they've come. But anyway, not to get sidetracked into geography talk here, but
but it's been a good week. Yeah, I think obviously you see there's an element of seriousness when Coach Vrabel's on the podium, but I think in a good way, not forced, as in like he can be human and answer questions in a certain way, but he also wants people to lock in.
Well, let's start on that because today we had a chance to speak to Drake Maye and Mike Vrabel was up on the press podium, and then pretty much all the other players was available for us to speak to one-on-one. I've had a nightmare today. I've had an absolute nightmare.
Too.
I went up to Christian Gonzalez, asked him a question, and I think the audio was terrible. And then I had a chance to sit down with Christian Ellis, who is his tackle against Jackson Dart on Monday Night Football was one of my favourite moments of the Patriots season. And that's not necessarily an anti-Giants thing, if anybody's wondering. I was like, yes, that's what we know. The real hard-nosed, old-fashioned Patriots are back. If you're inside the white lines, you get them. And that's what Christian Ellis said. Listen, if you're inside the white lines, we're going to go get you. We're going to bring that aggression. But what did I do? Take Egypt over here. I forgot to press record in the whole interview. I sat down with him for like 3 minutes. We had a really good chat. He's a good guy. He was talking about leadership. He was talking about all the philosophy that we're bringing into it. Talking about the importance of bringing momentum. It was really good stuff I wish I could share with you. But no, it's typical of me now because I was giving out to Kieran. I done him yesterday for like his position with the microphone, and I've come here and I've made an absolute bags of it compared to what Kieran and Ben did yesterday.
Well, we'll get Christian Ellis on the podcast. Of course, we had a chat just before coming on this about with Efton Chisholm. So hopefully
what a guy.
Shout out Efton. Hopefully we'll have him on in the off season when he's got a Super Bowl ring to his name, and maybe we'll bring that out on the pod.
See, this is you being less impartial than me.
Yeah,
I'm still very much have a horse in the fight. But that's the thing. You're here as Mr. Patriot right now. Where's your jacket, by the way? You had your full like sort of throwback Patriots jacket.
Yeah, I had
to
to
this
have
media event this morning.
some sort of professionalism to it when I was walking around. But I think going into, like you said, if we are looking at a balance, the Seahawks are the favourites. And I think that's probably been frustrating a bit in terms of maybe how.
Well, this is the thing. So I had a chance to speak to a couple of the players about this. Look, and I've overheard other conversations. Look, on the outside, and look, outside noise and inside noise are always very different when it comes to organisations like this. But on the outside, all anybody's saying is, literally on Radio Row, I've been there for 3 days. I haven't heard anybody genuinely think that the Patriots will win, and if they are saying the Patriots will win, it's either they're making a case or they're basically making a hot take because they don't actually believe it in the way that a lot of people in media sometimes tend to do. So, but it seems that here that they're not leaning into the emotion of being an underdog. No one's asking about being an underdog. It's just, how do you feel about that? And say, listen, if the Seahawks are going to be afraid of what we put on the table as well. So it was an interesting sort of get that mindset, because a lot of teams I think would dig into the mentality of being the underdog. The Patriots aren't doing that. They see themselves as just as much favourites as the Seahawks do. Yeah,
and also imagine that's probably an element of Mike Vrabel being like, it's not feeling sorry for yourself, but he's won multiple Super Bowls as a player. He's probably saying to the guys, like, he might mention that the press or other people think they're underdogs, but his mantra probably is like, no, we deserve to be here. We should be here.
But he doesn't strike me as the type who would put, like he wouldn't, like the classic thing of putting the newspaper on the dressing room wall. He doesn't strike me as that kind of guy.
I mean, like, he might in meetings say it, but like you said, he won't play on it to the media, and I love that and respect that. It's more like, we should be here.
But even this morning, like he came in with the jacket has Warriors, the whole Warriors come out to play. I feel like he's trying to make it more about us. It's like we're about us. We're not about our opponents. We're about us. We're not about the schedule. which has been the biggest case of the Patriots here. We're about us, about what we have. We all we need, we all we got. That's been the whole mentality around the Patriots, is to try and focus on what's inside the building here. And I definitely felt that from speaking, we didn't get a chance to speak to Vrabel or Maye, but we definitely got a chance when we listened to them that they were very much bringing that sense today.
Yeah, and I think you could just see with the players, I don't know if maybe because Monday's a bit busier, but Media Monday, when you're walking around to approach the guys, it was maybe a bit more intense. But, you know, the half an hour we had here, everyone was a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
People dapping each other up. And
people, isn't you dapping up Patriots players? Come on, people dapping each other up. Come on, like, yeah. Hey, DeMario, come on, let's go have a good game today. Give him the slap. You know what I mean? It's just my word. Let's talk a little bit about just, I guess, what you've learned in terms of, because you were here on Tuesday as well. You had a chance to speak to a good few of the players on Monday. Look, the Monday media press time, as much as we learn from it, it's also, that's the real circus. What happens here is when people are really sort of focusing on the game. Do you get a sense as to what the game plan might be? What are the areas that the Patriots you think are going to focus on?
Yeah, well, as I tried to mention that question to Vrabel, I know whenever you ask, they don't want to give much away, right? And it would have been nice to mention to Josh McDaniels, because the 2 Super Bowls against the Seahawks and the Falcons, Shane Vereen and James White both led those games with the most catches. And I think the game plan is, we've seen how good Ramondre Stevenson's come on in the season, especially with those yards after the catch and out of the backfield.
Ramondre Stevenson, you gave a very clean dap to, by the way. Let's put that one on the table.
If he has a big game.
That was a nice one. You're not going to start taking credit for Ramondre Stevenson of a good game. Yeah. At least he was able to hold on to your tap. Last season, it would have slipped through his hands.
But I think the game plan then is like with a defense that doesn't need to blitz much because of how, you know, much pressure they get because of the quality of their front. There's obviously going to be more guys in coverage, but I think yards after the catch, sustaining long drives, and whilst that maybe hasn't been said in the answers, I think we know that Vrabel's alluded to that, because that's been the game plan against the Texans and Denver as well. Long drives, don't let their offense get on the field, you know, create turnovers, make it easier for our offense, and it should hopefully go well.
That's a good point. Time possession, I think, is key, because, I mean, look, the Patriots offense has been explosive throughout the regular season. In the postseason, it's very much been a case of picking your moments. And again, time possession and slow drives means that you keep the game. I keep saying this, the Patriots need to keep this game kind of boring, so that way they control it.
Yeah.
Because it just becomes Super Bowl 52, that kind of like amazing game. The Patriots just don't have enough to win, you know, some sort of 30 to 27 type shootout.
No,
I think
agree.
I think the Patriots' path to victory is, you know, 21-14, 21-17 type game.
Yeah, I've been asked this when we've done you know, other podcasts, in terms of, do you think there's any similarities going to be taken for the last time we played Seattle? No, but the one common thing in that, and quite simply probably is one, is Josh McDaniels.
Good point.
I do think there could be a similar offensive game plan implemented. It's just, you know, like you said, it's different personnel, different things. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Last time we played Seattle, I said that we had to score over 25 because of how good their defense is. I kind of don't see that in this one, but it's more keeping their offense to under 25 points.
Yeah, I think it's a very good point. But look, I mean, both of these teams coming in, it's the defense has been very hot. It's funny, we had Pat Leonard on the show yesterday. He says, it looks sometimes in football, the team that wins Super Bowl is necessarily the best team, but the team who comes in hottest. Now, the Seahawks are probably better, and you could argue they're probably coming in hotter. But I mean, if the Patriots defense sort of keeps going in the direction it's going and just keeps clean on offense, well, then maybe that is the path to victory there.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, you would like to think so, but I mean, look, we're all here doing our media coverage. We'll do it very impartially, but I can't be as blasé as Tom Brady and said I don't have a dog in the fight. I do.
I wonder how long it would take for you to bring that up. It's what do you mean I have a dog in the fight?
So like Bill Simmons' reaction. You see that?
No, I didn't see that.
He's walking the street basically being like, we've got a statue of you outside, we backed you through all these things. I won't go into all, but you know, multiple things that have gone on over the years, and Pats fans have always stuck by you. But yeah, I mean, like,
the fact that he started off this year with a statue being unveiled,
yeah,
and then only for us to lose to his Las Vegas Raiders, then, you know.
I know.
Anyway, I feel like that's an off-season talking about more than anything else. Listen, I think the bus heading back to San Francisco is going away, so we're going to wrap it up here. But thank you very much for listening to the Irish NFL Show, and there'll be more stuff on the Pats Pals page. That's where you'll be putting all of your interviews as well.
Yeah.
So make sure, if you are a Patriots fan or just interested in the Patriots, make sure you give that a follow as well.